Hello students, to describe uniformly accelerated motion of a body, we will derive three equations of motion and they are v equal to u plus at, s equal to ut plus half at square and v square minus u square equal to 2as. Okay, these equations of motion is derived by graphical method. Okay, and for derivation of the equation of motion, we will plot the graph between time and velocity, and suppose at t equal to 0, body is at position A. Okay, and after time t, body is at B. Okay, and AB represents velocity time graph. At A, initial velocity equal to u when t equal to 0. Then after time t, velocity of the body is v. Velocity of the body is v. Now we will draw a perpendicular on time axis from B D. This is D. A perpendicular is drawn on time axis from B to BD, and another perpendicular is drawn on BD is AC. Okay, so in this graph, BC represents the change in velocity and AC represents time interval. AC represents time interval because AC is parallel to time axis, and BC represents change in velocity because BC is parallel to y axis. Okay, so this represents AT and CD is U. Okay, because at t equal to 0, initial velocity of the body is u, and at t, velocity of the body is v. Okay, so change in velocity is calculated by final velocity minus initial velocity, and this change in velocity is equal to A into t. A into t means at, and this change in velocity is in the time interval t minus 0. Okay, so this is BC by AC is the ratio of change in physical quantity shown on y-axis to the change in physical quantity shown on x-axis, and this thing is called slope of velocity time graph. So from velocity time graph, slope of VT graph means velocity time graph equal to BC by AC. As you know, slope equal to change in physical quantity shown on y-axis by change in physical quantity on x-axis, and this slope provides acceleration. Okay, therefore A equal to BC by AC. From graph, BC is equal to BD minus BC by AC is equal to OD. Okay, and this is equal to BD is final velocity V and DC or CD is U and OD is final time T minus 0 equal to V minus U by T. Okay, in this way A equal to V minus U by T. Next, T equal to V minus U or V equal to U plus AT. In this way, first equation of motion is derived. First equation of motion means V equal to U plus AT is derived. Okay. Next, we will derive. Now, we are going to derive second equation of motion. S equal to ut plus half at square. So, see the graph and the area O A B D is a trapezium. Okay, so for third equation of motion, S equal to area of trapezium OABD. As you know, the area of trapezium equal to half sum of parallel sides into perpendicular distance between them. Perpendicular distance between them and half sum of parallel sides means OA plus BD. OA and BD is two parallel sides. So OA plus BD and perpendicular distance between OA and BD is AC. Okay. Next, from graph, OA represents initial velocity U plus BD represents final velocity V and AC represents time T. Okay. We suppose this is first equation and here we will put the value of V from first equation of motion and then we will derive here S equal to half U plus AT into T. After this, we are writing this. Okay. So, from first equation of motion, the value of V is put u plus at and s equal to half 1u and 1u 2u plus at into t and 2ut. T will be multiplied by this term and half is also, so 2ut by 2 plus half a t square, and after cancellation 2 and 2 s equal to ut plus half at square. In this way, second equation of motion is completed or derived. This equation of motion is called position time relation.